Hello all, Namaskar. I hope all of you are fine. So I'm here to discuss about Industry 3.0. So in my previous video, I have spoken about the basic part, Industry 1.0 and Industry 2.0, and here I'm going to discuss about Industry 3.0. So Electronics 3.0 is all about electronics, and in Hindi, if I will say that Industry 3.0 is all about अनुभव of electronics. ये electronics का अनुभव है. So in next couple of minutes, we'll share this feeling, share this experience of electronics in a very short amount of time. So Industry 3.0 was started in the year 1950 and lasted till year 1990. So it lasted for around 40 years and changed the human lives in a very dramatic way. So before I proceed further, so let me explain about the industry 1.0. So industry 1.0 was basically focused on the main part that is called steam driven system. So everything was driven by steam, whether it is engine or machines or an equipment, and that happened around 250 years back from right now. And after that a new industry came, and which happened in the industry 2.0, and this was the complete for the electricity driven industry. So after invention of the steam, electricity was the major invention which changed the entire industry. A lot of system were invented during the period of industry 2.0 with the help of electricity, and I have already spoken about this thing. You can refer my previous video. So here you can see that there are a lot of small circuits, lot that we cannot see, and but these are looks like small city on a single microprocessor chip. So this is all about the electronics. So in next I will go to share about industry 3.0. So I will say that electronics 3.0 is the magic of electronics. Electronics made it possible for invention of a lot of things. So before I proceed, so who invented this industry 3.0? So whom I will say that this is the man behind all this stuff. So in the year 1948, there was a man called William Shockley. You can see his photograph here, who was the professor at some university, and who invented this very good device that is called transistor. And transistor looks like this. This is called NPN or PNP transistor, and this is a semiconductor based transistor. Those who are technical background, they can easily understand, and those who are non-technical, they can also understand it. And this is the basic invention of industry 3.0 from the electronics, which changed the world and developed a lot of things and automated our life. So before I move further, so I'm going to discuss about the 16 major innovation of Industry 3.0 in the 40 years which changed our life, and what are those innovations I'm going to share next. So the first invention was that transistor. Transistor was basically developed in 1948. I have already spoken about this, and this looks like this small picture. And second comes the number of the barcode. Barcode was developed in the year 1952, and it looks like this. And you all have seen this in your all the products if you buy from the market. So all products looks like this, and it contains lot of optical information of that product. Laser was the other invention of Industry 3.0, which was invented in the year 1957. And laser, I think all of you must have used the laser torch, but apart from that purpose, it is also being used in the medical industry and for treatment of cancer and so many tumors. And you can see the IC that is called integrated circuits, and it looks like this small picture, and you must be wondering where it is used. So let me explain you that all the mobile phones, all the laptops, all the computers, all the machines, electronic machines, each machine is using this IC, small IC. So this is the miracle of this major invention of Industry 3.0. Next, I'm going to share about the next other 5 to 8 invention. So the next fifth invention is called communication satellite, which were developed in the year 1962 and which made our satellite and communication system very easy, and right now we're capable of communicating with each other in very efficient way. LED, you can see the photograph that they are multicolored LED, and initially it was only used for the decoration purpose, but right now all of us are using LED for the lighting purpose, and it is saving a lot of electricity and a lot of energy. CD, I will not speak more about this, but it was also invented in the year 1965, that is called compact disc, and that changed the entire human life in a very dramatic way. Calculator, before calculator the humans were using long run calculation to calculate lot of stuff, but after invention of this calculator, life of the people become very easy and calculation become very simpler and simpler. So these are the 8 invention. So next let me share the ninth one. So this picture talks about a lot of things about laptops, microphones, mobile phones, and probably emails also. So in the year 1970s was the crucial point where the industry 3.0 flourished and a lot of new systems were invented. And what are those systems? So these are the basically 4 systems I will say that were invented in the year 1970s and which we all are using right now. So the first is personal computer. Personal computer is like your personal computer or your laptop is called personal computer, so we all are using, and that is because of the electronics that happened in 1970. And also in this year the major companies like Microsoft and Apple were formed, and right now they are ruling the whole world in terms of electronics and software industry. The second one is called microprocessor, that is used in each electronics equipment in all the process industry for enhancing the production and performance. And the third one basically is called mobile phone that we all are using. That is the one invention of the industry 3.0. And email is called electronic mail. Before email we used to write letter for communicating with each other and it was taking too much time, but email method is very clear and very fast to communicate. So right now we can just type a short text and it is very deliverable. So these are the 12 inventions, and next I'm going to share about the remaining one. So in 1980s these are the basically 4 invention which we all are using. So the first one, the 13th invention was basically space shuttle. So in 1981 USA sent Columbia to the space, and that was the dream year for entire world. Ethernet, you can see this small picture, this is used for connecting to the internet or connecting device to device. So this was invented in the year 1980. Digital camera, before 1980 the camera was analog, so one you have to use to rotate the film and then used to be displayed. But after the invention of digital camera, so entire film industry and entire digital media become very easy and very efficient also. And computer game was the other invention which made everything possible on the virtual part. The everything which is possible on the reality becomes virtual on the computer. So these are the 16 inventions of industry 3.0. I hope you must have understand all of this, and next I'm going to share about that after these inventions, what are the benefit, what are the advantage of these invention on the human life and all of us. So the advantage of industry 3.0 is basically I will say that it developed the new industry that is called IT industry, information technology industry, and it employs a lot of people in the whole world. Especially India has largest number of IT people in the world. Apart from that, automation industry was developed, new jobs were created in the market, and also the production becomes very faster and faster because of production. But apart from that, it made our calculation very fast, and data processing becomes easy, because before computers there are a lot of it was taking a lot of time to calculate simple things and process the data. And after the invention of this thing, it became very easy to calculate and process the data in a very short interval of time. The third one is that called human effort reduced, because in order to calculate so many things, a lot of humans were required, a lot of efforts was used, but computers made it very easy and very systematic to use. Then Before invention of the computers and the robots and electronics, in hazardous area people used to work, and it was very risky to work. But after the invention of robots and machines, so machine were deployed in risky and hazardous area, and that increased the safety in the industry. So these are the basically 16 inventions which changed the world. So I hope you must have like it and enjoy this video, and next I'm going to share about what I'm going to bring next. So in next video I'm going to talk about the internet of things, 4G technology, 5G technology and Bluetooth, and I hope that you like this video. Thank you for watching. Keep safe, stay healthy. Bye bye, take care.